Today we'll discuss about tax. Okay? Discuss about tax. What is tax? Yes. What is tax? Yes. Can anyone please?
Tax is levied by government.
Yes. I didn't ask about who charged tax. Yes. I want to know about the meaning.
GST.
Yes, those are the examples, right? Income tax is there, VAT is there, sales tax is there,
TDS.
direct tax is there, indirect tax is there, TDS is there, commercial tax is there, municipal tax is there. These are the examples. Then what is the meaning of tax?
Which is charged when we buy goods.
So this is amount collected by government.
Yes. So tax is an amount or consideration, right? Tax is an amount or consideration. So which paid by
Government.
public. So tax amount paid by public to whom?
Government.
To government. So tax is an amount or consideration which paid by public to government. Okay, that is the meaning for tax. Okay, so types of taxes. Types of taxes. How many types are there?
Two types.
Two types.
Two types are there. Yes. What are those?
Direct and
indirect.
Yes. One is direct tax. Another one is
Indirect tax.
indirect tax. Then what is direct tax?
Which we pay directly to the government.
One by one. Yes, please.
Paid directly to the government.
Okay, which is paid directly to the government. Then indirect means indirectly paid to government. Then what?
Which are included on products. Indirectly included on products.
That is indirect tax. Then what is direct tax?
So it is an income which cannot shifted to person.
That is indirect tax.
In direct tax, the burden of the tax will be bear by only one person and not by the other person. In indirect, it will be shifted to one person to another person.
Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. See, direct tax is a tax imposed on one person. Imposed on one person's income. Imposed on one person's income. Indirect tax imposes on
Person to person.
yes, person to person. Person to person. So in direct tax, incidence and impact borne by a single person. It means in direct tax, there are two parties. One is taxpayer, another one is government. There is a relationship between government and taxpayer. But in indirect tax, what are the parties are there? Three parties. Who are those? Government, supplier and recipient. Taxpayer, recipient, supplier, government. So in indirect tax, so charged on goods, charged on goods or services. Okay. What are the examples of direct tax? Income tax and wealth tax. Income tax and wealth tax. What is income tax?
Income tax, the
Tax paid on income earned.
by years of
What is
tax against
income tax?
tax against the income.
Tax?
Against the income.
Yes. So income tax is a tax charged on income earned by a person during the financial year. Okay. Income tax is a tax charged on income earned by a person during the financial year. Then what is income?
Income is a salary.
Salary.
Okay, it is a salary
From company.
from company. Yes, next.
Profit.
House property. See, these are the heads actually, right? Then what is income? So income includes. Income is a inclusive definition, right? So income includes
Profit.
number of incomes. Income includes number of incomes. So what are those? So income from salary, income from house property, income from business, income from capital gain, income from other sources. This is the meaning for income, right? Then come to the indirect tax. What are the examples?
GST.
GST and
Custom duty.
yes,
Custom duty.
GST and custom duty. What is GST?
Goods and services.
That is abbreviation. No? Then what is
Tax paid on
meaning?
supply of goods and services.
Tax paid on supply of
Goods and
goods and
services.
services. Yes, super. So GST is a tax on what? On supply of goods and services. Except
Alcoholic.
yes,
products.
alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Okay. And petroleum products. Fair enough. Super. Then what is goods? In GST. So G refers goods, S refers service, right? Then G means goods. Goods means what?
All the tangible things that we can touch.
All the tangible things. Tangible means
Physical.
okay, physical things.
Like pen,
Like
computer.
pen.
Okay, like pen and computer, laptop, phones. So goods means any kind of movable properties. Okay, building also tangible. We can touch and we can see. But this is not movable property. GST does not charge on building and land, right?
Yeah.
So GST charged on movable properties. So goods means any kind of movable property, but excludes money and securities. So goods means any kind of movable property, excludes money and securities. Why don't you consider money and security as goods?
Because we can't buy money from money, sir.
Oh, they can't buy money from money. Then what about securities? See, money also movable nature. Money has also movable nature. It will also transfer from one place to another place. If you want to purchase this pen, it means you have to give cash from one place to another place. It go transferred. This one also movable nature. Then why don't you consider cash or money as goods?
What is the value?
Huh?
What is the value? Money.
Money.
It's what is the value?
Very elegant and correctable. See, money is a currency note. Money is a currency note. It is a promissory note, right? That's why this one, money does not satisfy the goods or services. It excludes from GST. Okay? So, you can charge GST on the things. You can charge GST on the things. For example, cost is 10 rupees. If you add GST 12 rupees means what is the cost? 12 rupees. So, I will collect 12 rupees. I will give this pen to you people. Okay? Can you add tax on money? So, I have 100 rupees. I have 100 rupees note. So, I will add 12%. What is the total price? 112 rupees. Can you buy 112 rupees for 100 rupees? No, we can't buy. Right? So, even though it has movable nature, okay, under GST, it will not come. Okay, then what about securities? Securities also not come under GST. Securities means shares are there, debentures are there, bonds are there. What about those?
It's also the part of a money now because it includes
It was not part of money.
No,
These are separate kind. Okay.
like an investment to
Yes. See, for securities, you have to pay another tax, that is STT. What is that? STT. STT means Security Transaction Tax. So in India, now we don't charge tax on tax. There is no double taxation. If you pay STT on securities, then why do you charge GST? Right? So if you pay one tax, enough. That's why securities also will not come under GST. Okay? But it includes, what includes? Actionable claims and agricultural products. Actionable claims and agricultural products. Yes. Finally, what is the meaning for goods? Goods means any kind of movable properties, excludes money and securities, but it includes actionable claims and agricultural products. Fair. Then what is services?
Services like transport services.
Transport services, legal services, hospitality services, educational services.
IT services.
Huh?
IT services.
IT is the professional services.
ISP,
Which?
internet service provider,
Okay, telecommunication services. Next,
Financial services.
financial services,
Banking services.
banking services. These are the examples for services. One. Then what is meaning for services?
It's other than goods.
Yes, Act says. Yes, correct. Act says services means other than goods. Other than goods. What definition says of for goods? So, other than goods. What is the all examples of activities are there? No. So that will satisfy for services. Services means other than goods, includes. Yes, really sir. Includes. Activities by using money or consideration. Activities by using money or consideration. Can you give me some examples? Activities by using money or consideration. Money exchange transactions. Money exchange transactions. Right? If you want to travel country to country, you need to change according to their country currencies, right? For that, they will charge GST. Right? If you want to change denominations on your currency, right? If you have a 2000 notes, bundle of 2000 notes, right? You want to change the denomination to 500 rupees. You need to go to bank. So banker will collect some charges. On that, GST will be applicable. Right? This is services. Okay. So we discussed tax, categories of tax. In that, direct tax, indirect tax, and GST. Okay. This is the brief explanation for tax. Okay. Then we'll go to TDS. Okay. What is TDS?
tax
Tax deducted and source.
Tax deducted at source. Yes. Who are the parties involved in TDS? Who are the parties involved in TDS?
employer and employee.
Next. Another answers? Yes, there are two parties involved in TDS. One is deductor, another one is deductee. Another one is deductee. Who is deductor? See, the person who deducted TDS before making payment. Right? So, who deduct
The payment.
who deduct TDS? He can be called as a deductor. Then who is the deductee?
No issues, the
Yes. The person who receives after
reduction of
TDS amount. Who receives the money after TDS? When TDS applicable?
other than salary.
When TDS will be applicable? Other than salary. Yes. When TDS applicable? End of the month. No, not end of the month. For all payments. For all payments. Okay. If one particular payment exceeds that threshold limit. Okay. One payment exceeds that threshold limit, then TDS will get attracted. Okay. Deductor may be a
Employer,
deductor may be a employer. Yes. Deductor may be a employer, company. Next, any individual. Who is the deductee? Maybe a employee. Yes, company. Next, individual. So, when deductor makes the payment, If it is cross the limit, then TDS will get attracted. TDS will get attracted. Okay, what is TDS? So TDS is the one type of tax. It is a part of income tax. Okay, it is a part of income tax. So here two parties are involved. So one is deductor, another one is a deductee. Who is the deductor? So deductor is a person who deduct TDS amount for that particular payment. Who is the deductee? Who receives the payment after TDS? Okay, deductor may be an employer, deductor may be a company, deductor may be an individual. Okay, so deductee may be an employee, deductee may be a company, deductee may be an individual. So if there is a transaction between employer and employee, so which section will be applicable? What is the transaction between employer and employee? Yes, there is a salary transaction, right? Who is the employer? Company, right? Who is the employee? The person who works for the company, right? So for that purpose of employment, he will get salary from employer. For that salary, so there is a threshold limit. If the threshold limit exceeds, TDS will get attracted. Okay, this is the brief note on TDS. Okay, thank you.